Welcome back, tribe. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. I am here doing the monthly zodiac sign of Sagittarius for the month of November. Oh my God, guys, we're in November already. So, yes, if you are new to the channel and you like my vibe, then please hit that subscribe. Hit the wiggly bell so that you can be notified each time that I upload. There's so much content down there in my description box. It's rather lengthy, but we have a couple of specials going right now for private readings. If you've never had your natal chart done, my friend Julene, who is a Western astrologer, she's offering a special. We just did a collaboration together. And if you order a reading from both of us, it would normally cost you $250 to get a reading from each of us. But for a special limited time until November 20th, I believe we said, we are offering a 2-for. So if you book a reading with me, it's $75, and you book a reading with her, it's $75, so it saves you half price. Okay, so check that out. If you're interested, you'll get an hour pre-recorded reading from me, and you'll get an hour and a half live natal chart, channeled message, and your own personal chart from Julene. I'm not quite sure how she does that, but I do know she does it in Zoom. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Also, if you are interested in Patreon, you go over to Patreon for $4.44. I offer extended readings to all of the zodiacs on the first of the month, and you get exclusive weekly content over there that's not uploaded to YouTube. If you resonate with being a twin flame or a light worker, somebody who is on the ascension journey, you might want to take a look at my 1111 tier for twin flames, and the 2222 is an all access pass to everything that I upload. It's a paid subscription, so in order to kind of give back to those of you that pay for that subscription, I offer for the 1111 and 2222 tiers a $40 off once a month reading, pre-recorded reading. So if you're a Patreon member in those tiers and you're interested, it's only $60 for a full hour pre-recorded reading. And on November 1st, we're going live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do our bi-monthly gratitude drawing. The only thing you need to do to be entered in that is to have ordered a private reading, made some sort of a donation. It's all about supporting my work over here and the mission to help people on the ascension and to help twin flames. So check that out. It's on the 1st of November. If you want to be entered in, you can make a donation to the channel through the link, the PayPal link below, or you can order your personal private reading, or you can become a Patreon. That's how you get entered in the drawing. This month, I am giving away a free 1 hour pre-recorded reading. Each month, I try to do something different. However, the things that I've been giving away are kind of heavy. And so I came into problems with people overseas. So I'm not sure how we're going to handle that. We might just have to offer people overseas an hour reading instead of the fun decks and stuff that I gave away previously. All right, so enough chitty chat. Let's get down to your reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How I'm doing your reading this month, guys. This is for love and relationships. Of course, I set my intention for love and relationships, but sometimes jobs or moving or stuff like that does come through. And if it does, I will absolutely deliver the message. I've got all these oracle decks up here. We're going to take a look at those. Those are going to be kind of advice and more messages, but I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot, and I am clarifying with the, as soon as I make room for it, the Light Seers Tarot. So let's get into your reading. Spirit, can you tell me what is happening in love and romance for Sagittarius in the month of November? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Oh, I like that for your first energy. 8 of Swords in reverse. Can I get 3 more, please, for Sagittarius for the month of November in love and relationships? For the month of November for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. What do we need to know? Ooh. 1 more, please, for Sagittarius in love and romance. How do you want to take this? Okay, thank you. All right. Your bottom of the deck energy is the 3 of Wands in reverse. Now we're going to do some clarifying. See what's going on for Sagittarians. Look at that. I cut the deck. I got the 3 of Swords with the 10 of Cups. It does look like a painful cycle with the world here might be ending for you guys in the month of November. We're going to get some clarifiers here. All right, Spirit, please clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the 8 of Swords in reverse for Sagittarius in love and romance in the month of November? Wow. No, okay. Not taking those guys. If they're meant to come out, Spirit will bring them. Clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse, please, for Sagittarius in love and romance. Clarify the 8 of Swords in reverse, please, for Sagittarius. Okay. Clarify the world, please. What does the world represent for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of November? Love and romance. Come on. Squirrely deck, man. Here. Let's just make sure we give it a little bit of... This deck has a lot of energy in it. I had to retire it for a couple of readings because it really does like to talk. It's a talkative deck, right? We would like clear messages, Spirit. Please, clear messages for Sagittarius in love and romance with the World card. Please clarify the World card. Clear, concise messages. There we go. Ooh, the Devil in reverse. See, yeah, I'm seeing... I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I do see some freed up energy happening for you guys in love and romance. Clarify the Emperor, please. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse. And clarify the 3 of Wands in reverse, please. 3 of Wands in reverse for Sagittarius. Thank you. I like when that happens. Nice and neat. All right, bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands. Okay. So we're going to go through this and break it down for you. We've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. This is somebody who's found some peace of mind, right? The 8 of Swords in the upright is not being in a peace of mind place. It's overthinking, overanalyzing, fear of the future, not knowing how to make a choice, feeling blinded to what's real versus fear, right? It comes right before the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is when you take it to the next level of stress. It's clarified by the Five of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing that you and your person have probably been in non-communication. Things were moving so slowly that you might have even felt like there was no movement at all. You could be feeling that this person, this could be your energy too. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide if this is you or your person's energy. I'm just going to read the energy and you decide who you think is sitting in this energy. Okay, but somebody's feeling sad, they're feeling alone, they're feeling left behind. I do believe, though, that what you don't realize or what they don't realize is that steady progress is being made here. Okay. I see somebody who was stuck in stinking thinking and really kind of not feeling able to move forward. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, I think coming out of this Eight of Swords energy, whoever's energy this is, they are now ready to kind of walk toward making some kind of a commitment or some kind of a gesture for the future. The Knight of Pentacles moves very slow. They take their time. They don't want to make any mistakes. I do believe, though, that Spirit's trying to tell me that somebody here felt abandoned. Because it's not, I mean, I'm kind of getting like the Hermit energy from this Five of Pentacles, more so than self-worth. But it's kind of, so the energy I'm getting here is that the stinking thinking of the Eight of Swords that this person was in was because they felt like they weren't good enough to take whatever journey, because there's a journey here. I can see it. Taking that walk, right? Heading into the future, wanting to see where it's leading them, wanting to invest in it. It looks like there was some sort of a choice that this person was trying to make about their future. And they weren't really sure. It's like I'm getting so much off of this card. I think I want to clarify that card one more time. Clarify this Five of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's the, ooh. So the King of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. So it's exactly what I thought it was. This person wasn't really feeling good about themselves. They weren't feeling like they were worthy or that they could manage it. They were feeling sad, alone. But look at this movement. I mean, I see this, the Knight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles with the King of Wands. And over here, we've got this Emperor. So this is somebody who was just basically stuck in feeling like they weren't good enough to move forward. And now they're gaining a lot of courage, self-will, determination to move toward their prosperity. Just let me sit in this energy just for a minute. I want to get it right. So the reason why I'm getting weird vibes from this is because I think I'm picking up on both people here. So Sagittarius, what I'm getting here is I think you thought, I'm letting go of this devil. I'm letting go. I'm ending the cycle of this codependence, this feeling of not being good enough, feeling of not being able to move forward in my life. You know, maybe you were in a situation with somebody who just was taking so long to communicate or to move towards you that you kind of just decided. I'm seeing a decision here, and I do believe this could be your energy, but put yourself in the story wherever you want. I'm seeing two energies here. I'm seeing the energy, one person in this situation felt abandoned, alone, left out in the cold. The other person has actually been moving very slow and steady in the background. Okay. But I don't think that you realize that. I think what you think, and I do believe it's your energy, but again, I just want to say you have to use your discernment in a collective reading. I think you bossed up. I think you're saying, okay, I'm going to take control of my life. I'm going to make my life the highest and best it can be, with, without, or in spite of my person or situations. This is somebody who really has decided to free themselves from limited self-belief and move into working toward creating their highest and best life. Now, my intuition is telling me this is probably your energy, but it could be your person. There's movement happening, very slow progress, but progress is being made. But I believe, Sagittarius, that in your mind, you're like, I'm ending it. I'm ending it. I'm done playing this cycle over and over and over again with this devil energy. I'm letting the devil go. He's gorgeous. He's got glitter in his hair, but I'm tired of feeling codependent and attached, addicted, obsessively thinking like, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is attachment, right? I'm tired of feeling attached to this person's energy when they, and it does feel a bit resentful. It's like when they're not even showing up, they're not making any effort. I feel like I'm doing this all alone. And I've been really stuck in this devil energy of thinking and rehashing and obsessively thinking about this person and not knowing where they stand, what they want, where this is going, right? This is a push, by the way, just so you know. This is kind of the universe telling you that you've come a long way. Look at this. You've come a long way in your own journey. The Seven of Wands is elevation, right? It's standing. It is a protective energy. You've put yourself in this bubble. You are seeing your own value, your own worth. You're untouchable, right? I am on this ascension journey and I am not dealing anymore. It's like you're taking all your attention and placing it back on yourself, which is beautiful energy, by the way. Confident, magnetic. This is like a burst of self-love is what I feel. Self-will and determination to move on, move beyond this stagnancy, to move beyond this feeling of being trapped and not having any kind of idea or solid, like you're navigating, we're trying possibly to navigate by your intuition. But your intuition, you weren't trusting it. It was there, but you weren't trusting it. So we've got this Emperor energy with the death and rebirth. So this is a huge transformation. Going from, this is taking control of your own future. It's like, I really feel like you're just trying to exit, trying to exit all of this. I want to take control of my own life. I want to be successful. I want to focus on me. I want to create my own stability. So I'm going to be honest. With the High Priestess in reverse, I'm getting here that your intuition has really been trying to guide you for quite a while here. But you were stuck in this stinking thinking, this Three of Wands, this, maybe someday, maybe in the future, just standing around. It was waiting. You were waiting and you were stuck. And now remember, this could be your person's energy. You might even be mirroring each other, to be honest. But take what resonates. I just see you wanting to move on. I see you wanting to end a cycle of codependence, of stagnation, of feeling not good enough, feeling unchosen. And you're just wanting to really level up. And I do see in the month of November, look at all this beautiful, beautiful energy. This is elevation. This is the Hierophant. This is, spiritual enlightenment. It's literally ascending staircase, right? This could also be lessons that you've learned. The Hierophant can be the teacher. With the Queen of Wands, and you've got the King of Wands, and you've got the Emperor. This is some really, really fiery, determined energy. And I think what you're determined to do, because under that is the Seven of Swords. It's like, I'm just done. You're done with whatever this is. Whatever this devil represents for you, you're done. And you're wanting to make a transformation. You're wanting to heal from that. You're wanting to be like the phoenix, rise from the ashes. But this is kind of telling me here that there could be some stuff going on in the background that you're not really aware of. With the High Priestess in reverse, this is also can be new communication coming in, because the High Priestess, she's silent, right? It's she who knows. She trusts her intuition, but she doesn't talk. And I see with the Five of Pentacles, there could have been no communication between you and whoever this devil person is for you. All right. But what you may not see is in the background, this Knight of Pentacles. This has been actually moving. It's just been moving very slowly. And you could get communication here in the month of November that could change things, right? Now, for some of you, I have to say there's a split here. For some of you, this is what you needed to do. You needed to move on with your life. You needed to find people that you could collaborate and build with. This is finding new tribe, people that are on the same level, people that want to work with you, not against you. It's finding strength and determination to create your highest and best life, to be King Midas in your own energy. So if you're done, if you're absolutely done, we'll take a look at your oracles, because sometimes you think you're done and you're not. But what I'm seeing here is just somebody in the month of November really focusing on their own journey, their own path, their own future, their own money, their own stability, security, finding the strength to kind of untangle themselves from whatever this devil energy and this stinking thinking was. It's wanting to take control and transform things in their own life. Okay. And so your kind of outcome for the month of November is no more waiting. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm moving forward. I'm going to balance my own life. I'm going to take control. I'm going to move forward. Now, for some of you, and we will look at your oracles to be sure, but I do feel some of you guys, it's okay that you're in this energy. It's actually going to be what frees this whole situation up. For some of you, this person has been slowly, surely. It's like they're mirroring you. They've been working on their own transformation. They've been working on their own issues, their shadow work, right? The death and rebirth, taking control. I do believe for some of you, this could be both of you. Now, it's not for everybody, though. Spirit's telling me clearly some of you guys need to get the hell away from this devil. It was not meant for you. It's exiting your life because you chose to rise above and protect yourself from this devil energy. And you're creating change, your own beautiful change, by the way. But because I've got the King and the Queen of Wands, for some of you guys, there is a little bit going on in the background that maybe you're not even aware of, that this person is mirroring you, that, you know, they've been feeling stuck. They've been feeling confused. They've been overthinking, overprocessing. They're just as attached to you as you are to them. They're wanting to take control of their own life. They're wanting to, you know, move things forward, possibly singularly, right, on their own journey. But with that Three of Pentacles and the High Priestess in reverse, the Strength card, the King of Pentacles, I really do believe this Knight is moving up to a king for some of you. All right. You could get communication from this person with the High Priestess in reverse. This person could actually reach out and tell you that they're now ready to make some kind of a commitment toward the future with you, right? With the Strength card. We've got a lot of fire here. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn. Those are the majors. Everybody's on the board except for Cups. We don't have any Cups yet. The Chariot represents Cancer, but we don't have any Cups. In the month of September, I just believe that whatever's going on, you're taking control of your life. In the future, there could be a collaboration between you and this person, working towards some kind of a committed goal together. Commitment, leveling up, moving things forward. But I don't think it's in November. I think this is in November. This is the two of you kind of getting right with yourselves, with your own conscience, with your own shadow work, with your own, you know, Nine of Pentacles. This is very this is, I can do this with, without, or in spite of anybody else. And so I just have to put it out there. I think that the month of November is going to be you, absolutely you, taking control of your life, wanting to kind of disentangle yourself from whatever this devil energy is, and moving forward, pushing yourself forward in a beautiful way. Nine of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Strength card, Chariot, transformation. This is a very beautiful energy, but I do think that possibly in the near future, there could be a change coming. But I think the only way this change can come forward in this situation is for you to stop waiting, for you to stop obsessively thinking and staying in this stuck energy. This needs to transform. You need to take control. It's masculine energy, but we all have masculine and feminine within us. But I do believe for some of you guys with the King and the Queen of Wands that this is both of you. It's both of you going through this. I just don't know that it's apparent to you. I don't think that your intuition is, I believe it's there. I just don't know that you're trusting it. Let's put it that way. So if you think I'm tapping into your energy, we're going to take a look at your oracles. If this doesn't feel like what's going on with you, then you might want to check your moon, your rising, your Venus signs. But let's get you some advice and some more clarity around this. So we have self-reflection. And I'm telling you guys, I see the mirror. I'm very, very intuitive, guys. I trust my own intuition. And I felt mirroring in this situation. I feel like both of you guys just need a break from trying to convince the other one to choose you. It's time to choose yourself. And that's the energy that's actually going to bring balance to this. situation for those of you who want this. This is a number 17, breaks down to an 8. You know, 8s are all about the infinity, right? What goes around comes around. But I do believe for some of you, this could be, I mean, I'm feeling twin flame energy, but not everybody resonates with that. Only take that if it's your journey. I mean, if it's your journey, you know by now, right? That, or you heavily suspect it. You may not be trusting your intuition. But I do believe both parties here, if you have somebody on your heart and mind, I do believe they are mirroring. You're mirroring each other. You need to take your focus off of them and place it on your own transformation, your own ascension, your own self-empowerment, healing, shadow work, and stop waiting for, it's like you have expectations of this person just miraculously showing up for you. And that could happen in the future, but you're not there. You're not there. Right now, you need to be focused on yourself, your own stability, security. I do believe communication could be coming in the future. But right now, both of you are focused on your own, or should be focused on your own healing. Next, we have go outside. This card comes up so much. We always need to be healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? Clearing our energy. Everybody can clear differently. You can go out into nature. You can go for walks. You can reflect on a park bench. You can, this is all about clearing your energy, because the 8 of Swords, it's what you're doing in the month of November. You're clearing your energy. You're grounding yourself. You're pulling back all of that waiting, stagnation, feeling impatient, feeling rejected, feeling alone. You're pulling back from all of that. And Spirit's saying, clear your energy. Go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful peace of nature wherever you are and feel at one with your habitat. I mean, it's kind of a boring card, right? As far as advice from Spirit, but it's so necessary. I mean, out in nature, the wind, you're in all 4 elements, right? It's especially nice if you can go. I love to go to the beach. It's fall here, so it's probably not beach weather, but you can go near a body of water and build a little fire. If you can be in all the elements of air, fire, water, and earth, that is the greatest way to meditate and to tap into our inner knowing and to ground ourselves, clear our energy. All right. Your next advice is a creative endeavor. See, it's self-focus, take your mind off of the devil, paint, listen to music, take pictures, scrapbook, do something creative. When you do something creative, we are creator beings. When you do something creative, you are literally initiating that flow of creation, creating something different. But mostly I'm seeing mountains in the background with the sun. This is time for you to do what you love. Do what you love. Let this person reflect too. Give them time, give them space. It looks like you already have tons of it, too much of it. This is a cycle that needs to end. It's codependency. It's stagnation. I mean, nothing's moving. Well, that's not true. Spirit says it is moving. It's just moving very slowly. And that's creating this resistance. If you can clear that, become creative, right? Focus on your own healing, your own energy, your own highest and best life. That's going to move things from the Knight of Pentacles to the Chariot. Things are going to speed up. Things are going to move much faster. So then we have love yourself first. I told you this is self-love. This is, You don't want to be codependent. You don't want this devil energy. You don't want somebody else to be the only thing that completes you or keeps you in happiness. Because when you do that, if something were to happen, then your world gets crushed and you're right back at the beginning of having to do all your shadow work again. This is learning to love yourself, learning to create for yourself, learning to build your own stability, your own autonomy. I can do this with, without, or in spite of anybody else. I can take control of my own life. I can build my intuition. I can get the courage to be my own security, my own, the Midas king, and to stop waiting and waiting and waiting and actually just take some kind of action here. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. All right, next we have integrity. Does the situation align with your values and morals? And so for some, that's going to be different for everybody because there's a different reason for each of you why this devil is here and why it's your devil, right? It's your own personal devil. And so the devil is temptation. It's, that I want something that maybe isn't good for me, or at least in its current energy is not good for me, because I do see an energy shift coming. We'll look into that next month because I don't think it's going to happen this month. I think this month what needs to happen is that self-love, that looking in the mirror at yourself, working on your own issues, your own shadow work. Stop obsessing over this person. Let this person do their own growth, their own lessons, right? And integrity, whatever feels like it's not in high regard, then let it go. Let it go until it's ready to show up in its highest and best form. Then it's just not for you. There's a transformation that has to happen. So trust your integrity. If you know that it's wrong for whatever reason, maybe they're married, or maybe, you're asking for more than, because sometimes when we're codependent, we're addicted. We want, feed my need, feed my need, feed my addictions, feed my ego. And that's what's asking to be transmuted and transformed and rebirthed. Okay. So I hope this resonated, guys. I am going to take this over to the extended over in Patreon. It's only $4.44 a month. And like I said, if you join at the lowest tier, you get all 12 extendeds and you get extra content every week that is not published here on YouTube. It's exclusive content. If you resonate with being a twin flame, you might want to check out the 1111 tier. That I built a community there of twin flames that are on this ascension journey. And, sometimes we don't understand it and we wonder, are we crazy? Are we alone? Am I the only person in the world going through this? And so, no, you're not. Absolutely. And we've created a community there where I do channeled messages. I do twin flame readings. We collaborate with one another and we help one another through this journey. So if you are interested, check that out. And the 2222 is an all access pass. I'm teaching a how to read tarot intuitively, like TR, class over there. And I will be doing future workshops. We'll be doing collaborations with some other very high vibrational soul tribe, professionals. And so just check it out if you're interested. If not, if this is where we part ways, I will see you next month. Okay, love and light.